Hello, and thanks for joining me. I'm going to share a simple but powerful idea that will blow your minds. It's called the New Year calendar, and once you hear about it, I know you'll be as excited as I am to learn more. First up, a quick history lesson. In the late 1500s, the Catholic Church identified a problem. Easter was supposed to be calculated from the vernal equinox, which occurs on March 21st. Unfortunately, the calendar in use at the time, the Julian calendar, had presumed incorrectly that the Earth takes 365.25 days to revolve around the Sun. In fact, it takes just a little less. This discrepancy had been causing the calendar to drift ever so slightly for centuries, and by 1582, the vernal equinox was occurring well before March 21st. Luckily, Pope Gregory XIII had the solution. Introducing the Gregorian calendar, the Church decreed that the date after October 4th would be October 15th. The days in between, they never happened. It took some time for the Gregorian calendar to be adopted worldwide. 170 years after it was introduced, it was adopted in North America. The day following September 2nd, 1752, September 14th. Over the centuries since, countries around the world eventually adopted the Gregorian calendar, and it is now the de facto calendar in use globally. This story serves to remind us that calendars are a human construct, and ours has a built-in flaw. There are a number of issues that arise from separating a 365-day calendar into 7-day weeks. Some are small. Ask your kids about the difference between Halloween falling on a weekend versus a weeknight. Others are larger. How about when Memorial Day, the last Monday in May, falls late in the month, and Labor Day, the first Monday in September, falls early in the month? Those years, there are less days of summer, at least as perceived and marketed, which can impact tourism-heavy industries, back-to-school shopping, sports calendars, and more. And incongruous fiscal years resulting from how different companies deal with these discrepancies have been shown to have material impact on stock prices. Others have proposed calendar modifications of various degrees over the years. Some have tried adding or subtracting months to the year, or changing the number of days in various months. But these solutions have met with resistance. As you can imagine, people born on August 31st don't take too kindly to having their birthdays chopped off the calendar. Today, I'm introducing you to a simple idea for a new calendar system. It's important to note, this calendar builds upon the existing Gregorian calendar, with no new dates or months required. I call it the New Year calendar. The New Year calendar has the exact same number of months and days of the month as the Gregorian calendar. Here is a key innovation. We simply need to designate one date on the calendar each year, one date that would not have a corresponding day of the week. Did I just blow your minds? Allow me to demonstrate using the date I suggest would be perfect, New Year's Day. Let's say that New Year's Eve fell on a Thursday. New Year's Day would naturally follow, but, and this is the key to the whole calendar, it would not have a day of the week attached to it. January 2nd would then fall on a Friday, and on we go. That's it. Making this one small change would standardize days of the week where holidays fall every year forevermore. Imagine Valentine's Day always falling on a Saturday. How about the Super Bowl always falling the day before President's Day? Trick-or-treating in your neighborhood every year on Halloween without having to worry about school the next day. Or Christmas Eve always falling on a Thursday, creating a natural 4-day weekend, just like how we celebrate Thanksgiving. All of this is possible, and it's actually not that hard. After examining all 7 potential paths for the New Year calendar, I recommend starting on January 1st, 2027. Adopting it worldwide in 2027 will allow a window for preparation for the change. Each country will have its own unique set of issues to address in the interim. A 2027 start to the New Year calendar means the following become permanent features. New Year's Eve will fall on a Thursday. On the heels of perennial Thursday Thanksgivings and Christmas Eves, these 3 seminal holidays would fall on the optimal day each year to observe traditions over long holiday weekends. MLK Day will fall on Monday, January 19th. Valentine's Day, February 14th, will fall on a Saturday. The Super Bowl, as currently scheduled, will fall on February 15th, ensuring this unofficial holiday always precedes an official holiday, as President's Day will fall on Monday, February 16th, combining with Valentine's Day and the Super Bowl for an annual 3-day holiday weekend extravaganza. Mother's Day will fall on Sunday, May 10th. Memorial Day, Monday, May 25th, the last Monday in May, will fall on the earliest possible date, allowing the summer season for tourism to begin. Juneteenth, June 19th, will fall on a Friday, allowing for an annual 3-day weekend. Father's Day will fall on Sunday, June 21st. Independence Day will fall on Saturday, July 4th. Many would choose to observe the holiday on Friday, July 3rd, creating another long, natural holiday weekend. Labor Day, the first Monday of September, would fall on Monday, September 7th. This would allow the summer season for tourism to last as long as possible. Halloween, October 31st, will fall on a Saturday. Veterans Day will fall on Monday, November 9th. Thanksgiving Day will fall on Thursday, November 26th. Christmas Day, December 25th, will fall on a Friday. And New Year's Eve, December 31st, will fall on a Thursday. I know there will be some among you who are wondering, but what about leap years? Yes, that pesky extra quarter of a day each year does need to be reckoned with. Luckily, there's an easy answer with the New Year calendar. During leap years, February 29th remains leap day, but is counted just like New Year's Day. Saturday, February 28th, leap day, February 29th, Sunday, March 1st. When it comes to birthdays, they would fall on the same day of the week every year. As for religious holidays, they are currently observed under many different calendar systems around the world. That doesn't change here. The New Year calendar is intended as a civil and secular calendar. Individual faith traditions can decide how best to observe their holidays, just as they currently do. I hope that by laying this idea out, I can start a global conversation around making one simple change that can have such positive impact. There are very few things that bring the entire globe together. New Year's Day happens to be one of them. Here's to a global toast to the New Year calendar on January 1st, 2027. Thank you for watching.